the TeamClearCoat podcast. We're two friends finally doing something about our obsession with cars.
We're probably not doing it well, but it should be fun, and we might actually learn something along the way. I'm Dave.
And I'm Ian, and this is our show.
Ian.
Yes.
How you doing, buddy?
We have begun.
We started car show.
We have begun car show. Now we are in the middle of car show.
No, we were doing car show.
And then later will be the end of car show.
Yes, you are correct. How's it going, buddy?
It's going well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on?
Just, more just
Everything?
travel and nonsense and whatever.
How your car's running?
I wouldn't know. No, everything seems to be
Oh, yeah.
as okay as they get.
Right, knock on IKEA wood.
Knock on IKEA wood.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But that's as much as I'm willing to say about it.
Okay.
Yeah. No major new problems that I am aware of.
Right.
Yet.
Okay. All right. So
I got to put that huge that I'm aware of caveat in there because otherwise,
yeah, right.
The fates will spite me.
Right. So you were traveling. Did you have a rental car?
I did have a rental car.
You did? Okay, tell me about your rental car, Ian.
I had, and so I traveled with. It was a work trip, but I brought Jenny and Nico with me.
Oh, did you? Okay.
And we went to Oklahoma City because we were going to see friends and everything.
Sure.
And I let Nico help me pick the rental car, and it was one of those like,
oh, okay,
here are all the things you qualify for, or whatever.
Right.
And they had really nice rental cars because the
company that shall not be named.
The company that shall not be named has a good rental car facility there.
Uh-huh.
Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, so they
what you were saying was Jenny's choice.
Yeah, her choice was that's what I was going to say because her choice was an Infinity.
Really?
Yeah, the Q50.
Oh, okay.
She liked the Q50.
Right.
But right next to it was this brand new white Chrysler 300.
Okay.
And Nico was just all about it.
Really?
It was a Chrysler 300S.
S, okay.
Which has one of the engines in it.
Uh-huh.
I think it's a turbo V6.
Okay.
But it was actually okay.
Okay.
It was a very good, very, very good rental car.
Uh-huh.
And I do like their implementation of Android Auto is really good because, and this is like a small thing, but I've driven enough rental cars with Android Auto in them now.
Little things can make or break it, yeah.
So in a lot of cars, especially in Ford and GM cars, when you basically, if you need to click out of Android Auto for whatever reason,
right,
you lose everything. It takes a while to get back into Android Auto, and sometimes you lose audio from Android Auto while you're not in that menu.
It'll
on the
cut
screen.
off your sweet jams?
Yeah, well, and crucially, Waze directions. Like the Impala that we had a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
That Android Auto implementation was just buggy as shit.
Okay.
Because that's on their whatever GM's thing is that's escaping me now. I can't remember what it is. Because Ford has Sync.
Right.
Chrysler's Uconnect.
Right.
What's
Subaru's Starlink. Starlink. Sounds like something David Bowie farted. Starlink. That's what David Bowie used to connect to the internet.
Exactly.
Starlink.
Starlink.
Then what's GM's? I can't remember.
I'm blanking. Anyway, it sucks.
Okay.
But Uconnect is not terrible with Android Auto on it, or I'm assuming Apple CarPlay. It's not that bad.
Okay.
So,
all right.
And the car was, not as bad as I thought it was going to be because it is a big car.
Right.
And the older ones felt bigger, but they've made some adjustments, and it does seem to shrink around you a little bit more, and it looks pretty good with the blacked out grille and the in white. It looks pretty good.
It looks pretty imposing.
Yeah.
Which is what I think they were going for.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. I don't know why I haven't pulled a picture up of it. I'm a bad co-host. Yeah. So is the interior quality any better?
It's okay.
Okay. Are we seeing any of that hot bleed down from the Pacifica Hybrid? Because that interior was on point.
Yeah, I think some of the switchgear was definitely recognizable.
Okay.
That is an older one.
Okay.
So if you find it was a 2018. It was a new one.
Okay.
And it was the S, so it was like has that like larger front fascia and everything.
Okay.
And it's really not bad.
Okay.
Yeah. The interior, the leather felt cheap.
Okay.
You know, like fake leather, and like a lot of the materials felt a little cheap. And the ride was kind of crashy. The ride was crashy, like it was loud.
Okay.
When you went over stuff. But it was comfortable.
Okay.
It really was very comfortable, and it was, a nice size for, again, when you're traveling and you just gotta like throw shit in.
Yeah. You don't want to think about anything. Yeah.
Really not too bad. What was terrible in it, interior wise, was and this is going to be only relevant to a few people here. The latch system for the
the child seat
for the child
car
seat
yeah.
were a huge pain in the ass.
Okay.
Like on the level of your car.
Right, because my Infinity is notably awful to deal with, right?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
That's too bad. That's too bad.
Like it's easier to get the car seat in and out of my car, which is a 2-door.
Right. Than it is in mine,
in
the
yours.
4-door.
Just simply because the latches are so high relative to the back of the seat.
Okay.
Of the rear seat.
I don't want kids, and my car doesn't either, Ian.
Well, yeah. Yeah. And that's the sort of thing that, people without kids should really think more about.
Right.
Is they should really, even if you don't have children,
right,
you should borrow a car seat when you go to a car dealership. Because either you're one of two friends.
Okay.
You're a friend who is smart and therefore doesn't want your child's grubby hands to throw Cheerios all over the back of your seat.
True.
Or you're a dummy and you want these kids to ride in the back of your car all the time.
Right.
In which case, you need to know how easy this car latch system is, because I make lots of decisions based solely on which car has the car seat and how much time am I willing to spend
right
at this very second to move it.
Right.
And, so like if you were to come over and you'd be like, hey, let's go do something fun, bring Nico. And I had to bring Nico with, and my only choice was to ride in your car.
Right.
I might just be like,
we're good.
We're good.
We're going to stay here and
we can stay here and watch
F1.
Sesame Street. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. No, I get that. The diminishing, I guess, returns that you're viewing on whether or not you want to go through the effort of moving a car seat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was the Chrysler 300S.
But this is Nico's first pick at a rental car. What other things did he rule out?
He basically just saw the Infinities next to it, which were gray, which is why he ruled it out. And what else was there? There was a couple other I can't remember what else there was. There was like some Nissans and stuff and some SUVs and everything, but he was excited about like the big white car, which is what he was all about. So
I'm surprised he didn't go for Yaya's big blue race car. If there was
I was afraid that's what he was gonna go for, because that's usually what he, yeah. Our friends Katie and Lauren, who are on the show, have a Honda CR-V, and he loves that car.
Right.
And
he calls it the big blue race car.
Do not.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and you're traveling again, so we'll have another rental car update.
Yes.
You're traveling solo bolo this time.
I am. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to Dulles, which has the worst selection of cars ever. Although that's where I got the CLA last time, so you never know.
Okay. Yeah. And you haven't picked one out yet?
No.
Okay.
No. It's like it's one of the
you show up.
You show up
yeah.
and you go.
You just walk
you go
into
pick
it.
something.
Right. Okay. Okay.
And maybe it'll be all minivans again,
Oh.
like it was before when I went there. Just all minivans. It has like I've never seen so many minivans. Dulles has like all minivans to rent.
Okay. Okay.
It's very strange.
Huh. They went all in on
Yeah.
families visiting to go to the Smithsonian.
Apparently, I don't know.
Okay.
I do have an FMK cars about
Okay.
air travel though.
Okay. I would love to hear it.
It's consumed a large portion of my life in the last
yeah.
in the last few weeks.
It has. It has. For anybody who doesn't know,
Yeah.
FMK Cars is a game that Ian and I play on this show. It's the classic game, Fuck, Marry, Kill, but instead of playing it with people, we play it with cars because we're not awful monsters. Ian, in this game, F means...
You drive it for a day.
That's right. M means...
You marry it. Put a ring on it.
K means...
Goes to the crusher.
That's right, buddy.
Okay.
Okay.
So this one is called Home is Wherever in the Name of Fuck I Left My Car in This Damn Airport Garage.
Okay. All right.
Rides that are waiting for you when you get home.
Okay. Okay.
So often, anyone who travels knows this feeling of like driving some dreary ass rental car.
This is what I wanted to talk to you about. Yeah.
And then, you get home.
Yeah.
And you slide into your car and you're just
and
like...
pray that it starts.
I pray that it starts. And when it does, and there's no new warning lights, you go,
mm-hmm.
right? And like just
Yeah.
knowing that your car is there.
Yeah.
I don't park my car at the airport so much anymore, but
Right.
But when on the occasions that I do,
dude, I can totally relate to this.
driving my car out of the parking
Yeah.
garage
Right?
is just like the greatest.
It is. It
feeling
really
in the
is
world.
like being back at home. Like
Yes.
that is like when like being back at home begins.
Yes.
Right? It's not when you land, it's not when you kick through people to get your bags.
Right.
It's when your car starts and you fire out of that toll booth at the airport.
Right. And when I take like a lift home or something like that,
Right.
me getting home is me hitting the door at the house.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're still in travel mode when
Right.
you're in the taxi.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So yes, it's
Right?
a great feeling, and I wish I got to experience it more often.
Yeah.
So so basically in this scenario, you are a traveling person,
Okay.
so you're traveling every week for work
Okay.
on the aeroplanes,
Okay.
and then when you get home, these are the cars that are waiting for you.
Okay.
And there's a
okay.
little bit of a twist.
All right.
with each
Okay.
of them. So the first one is a Mitsubishi Mirage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you're going to get home and be like, oh, finally, there it is. My hard-ass seats.
Why did I Google Eclipse?
And no.
The ears heard Mirage, the heart wants Eclipse.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get home,
Okay.
and I'm sorry, hard-ass seats.
Yeah, you get the hard-ass seats and the terrible transmission and all that.
Yep.
Um,
And the skinny
but-
pizza cutter tires.
You fly first class only.
Oh, wow.
Your
okay.
fellow travelers are always delightful.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay?
Wow. Holy shit. Okay.
Okay, so you can see the relationship.
Yeah, this is going to right. Smash cut to me having like a Lexus and clinging to the outside the wing of the airplane.
Pretty much.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So the next one. Ariel Adam.
Okay. All right.
Flights are always 8 hours or longer.
Oh God. Well, okay, so we need to talk about something real quick because this is completely self-diagnosed, but I actually have that restless leg syndrome. Like I legit have it. Like an hour and a half, it starts to feel like bugs are crawling on my legs, and I will twitch uncontrollably. My girlfriend and I went and saw Joe Coy, the comedian, this weekend at the Paramount, and he was amazing. He did stand up for like 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Wow.
All new stuff. Fantastic.
That's crazy.
Like nothing that I would cut. It was really, really good. But it was at the Paramount, and thankfully I know to get an in seat for Mr. Restless Legs over here, Mr. T. Affy, right? And honestly, my legs will buck and twitch, like an hour and a half in. I know there's pills you can take for that.
Well, and those seats are really
yeah
pretty small, yeah.
but I'm not going to take a pill when I should just stand up and walk every now and then.
We also took in some theater entertainment.
Did you?
This week. We did.
You? Highbrow.
We went and saw Daniel Tiger live.
Okay. All right. How was it?
Oh my God. Like literally, like it was just, it's a Daniel Tiger, for anyone who doesn't know, is it's like a spin-off of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. It's on PBS, and it's a children's television show for children.
I'm Googling Daniel Tiger. I hope I don't get furries.
Oh God, you may.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's, yep.
Here's Daniel Tiger harassing a child.
Yep.
Okay.
So you, it's filled with.
Last time we saw little Timmy.
Yeah, it's filled with like toddlers, right?
Right.
It's a theater filled with toddlers.
Sure.
And so these poor performers who were probably like Juilliard trained professionals.
Yeah.
They were all excellent.
Right.
Are just performing their hearts out, and then there's just like you would get like waves of like crying and yelling, just kids yelling at their parents for no apparent reason.
Right.
I wanted popcorn. You know.
Right.
And these people are practicing their craft.
Right. There's no small parts. Yeah. Or what's the saying? There's no small parts, just small. I don't know.
Actors.
I don't know.
Something like that. But and then I just imagine one of them throwing a temper tantrum at some point.
Right.
Like, I trained at Juilliard.
Right.
20% of my audience shit themselves.
Yeah.
You
just
know?
like kicking Dora's backpack down the hallway.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, I don't know why we started talking about that. Anyway, so yeah, Restless Leg. Flights are always 8 hours or longer. And Ariel Adam.
And what class of portage am I? Like coach, Southwest, like A1 through 30.
Coach, but you know, you're not in the middle.
Okay, like it.
You get an aisle,
window or aisle.
You get an aisle.
Every now and then, can I have an exit row?
You can have an exit row.
Okay, thanks.
You get you an exit row.
Okay.
Still a long flight.
Still a really fucking long flight.
Yeah. You get you an exit row.
Is there Wi-Fi on these flights?
Oh my God.
Why, Ian?
You know what? No more exit row.
Oh.
I'm taking the exit row back. Getting greedy. No exit row.
I didn't say I need Wi-Fi. I'm asking if there is. Ian.
You got greedy. You lost your exit row.
For people just listening to the podcast, anytime you hear dead air on the show, just assume one of a few things. Just assume that Ian is just silently shaking his head at me in disgust or whatever emotion he calls disgust. Yeah.
Just resting,
yeah, just existing,
breathing,
just default state. Yeah, bio settings back to default.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So that was Ariel Adam, not Daniel Tiger.
Right, got it.
So let's
yeah. Stop looking at the kid getting harassed by
Ariel
the tiger.
Adam. Okay. So that's the second
All
one.
flights are 8 hours.
Yeah. Or longer.
Longer. Okay.
Okay, the last one.
Ferrari
456 GT, so that's the manual transmission one.
Right.
Venice.
Oh, the Venice. Is that the shooting brake?
It is. There are only 7 made.
Oh, God. How bad is this flight going to be?
Oh.
Ian.
Okay.
The
catch is that, and remember, you're flying all the time.
Yeah.
Middle seat only.
Okay.
No one in your row ever wear shoes.
Oh, and probably not socks either.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
And they do the thing where they I don't know if you've ever seen this, but it will put the sock, drape the sock out of the little netting thing, the pocket.
Oh no, the CPAP pocket is a sacred place for vomit and magazines and tablets.
Yeah. And they don't share the armrest.
I feel itchy.
They don't share the armrest. So basically, your fellow travelers, if you travel at all,
bad touch.
If you travel at all for any length of time, you notice that the airport and the airplane, it just brings out the
worst
very worst in
people.
People just cannot function together in that tight of a space.
No.
With this Byzantine set of rules that we've constructed around air travel.
Yeah.
So
that are designed to efficiently shuttle people.
Right.
Yeah.
And well, it's not. It's no. The rules are not designed to efficiently shuttle people. It is designed to efficiently separate you from your money.
You're correct.
Is what it's designed to do.
True. It's designed to enforce the class system.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to load the people at the front of the plane first.
You're correct.
None at all.
Right. Yeah.
And nothing else that we do makes sense other than give me more money.
Right.
Anyway.
But what if the pores take up all the overhead space?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So you are basically just like everything that drives you crazy about other air travelers, that is what you're dealing with.
Okay.
I thought about putting something in there about a very chatty passenger. Because like someone who's intent on talking to you, even though you're clearly like
headphones on now.
Yeah. A couple of weeks ago, I was on a flight and this older woman was next to me. And I was literally in this phase of putting my headphones on. Like my left ear was covered. The ear that was facing her was half covered, like this. And yeah, for like a good 10 minutes.
Okay.
Until finally I was like, okay, and then just like started fucking with my phone.
Well, what you don't know is that I PayPal'd Susan $20. You know how, like those augmented reality games? I've been playing one. It's with you. You just don't know it.
That would explain quite a lot for the last month and a half of my life.
You know that website Fiverr where you can just like give somebody $5 for like an album cover,
right,
something like. I just have one set up to just go by and pull a fuse on your VW. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It checks out.
Yeah.
So to recap.
You
get a Mitsubishi Mirage, but you have a wonderful traveling experience.
Yeah,
beautiful. An Ariel Atom.
8 hours.
You're already very uncomfortable when you get there.
Right.
Or then a Ferrari 456 GT Venice, which is essentially the most unicorn of all the unicorns.
Yeah.
Front engine V12 with a manual gearbox, and it's a shooting brake.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so pretty.
And there's 7 of them.
Yeah.
Maybe. They think there's 7.
Okay. All right. When was the last time you flew first class?
A couple of months ago.
Okay.
I got upgraded from I think I was going from Minneapolis to Baltimore or something.
Oh, okay, for a good long flight, huh?
It wasn't bad, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Okay. I got upgraded back when they'd say like, oh, who wants to give up their seat for, $300 or whatever. And they just put me in first class from Raleigh to Denver direct.
Oh wow!
And
that's a long
right?
Flight.
And I was like, first of all, it was amazing. A warm carafe of nuts greeted me. Thank you, right? And also they had nuts.
Yeah.
So
that's how long ago it was.
Right.
They don't do nuts anymore.
Yeah. I kept thinking everyone here knows I don't belong.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's an eerie feeling.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
The natives have not yet suspected that I am not one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I think I get away with it a little bit more because I do have resting judging face.
You do, and also you look like Wilford Brimley and Mr. Rogers smashed together.
That was 100% not a compliment in any way. There's no way to spin that oh wow, that was a nice thing. It was nice to hear.
I was trying to think of someone that wears cardigans and is also old and dignified.
Old and dignified? You mean the guy who's most famous recently for contracting and then talking about diabetes?
Diabetes. I'm sorry, that was bad. I don't know. You don't look like that.
So I heard what I heard there was gray-haired fat person in a cardigan.
You're not a fat person.
I think is what we were going for. Answer the question. Mirage, Atom, or Unicorn?
I am marrying the Mirage.
Really?
Because if I'm traveling all the time, I'm going to do it first class.
But you don't think that feeling of you don't think at some point you would look over and see your disgusting neighbor's feet, which by the way, you should never ever ever be barefoot on an airplane.
Ever. don't.
No, and on no flight under 4 hours long.
Yeah.
Should you remove your shoes?
Why should you need to take off your shoes?
I agree. I have done it after a long day. I have unlaced my shoes.
Sure.
Or loosened my shoes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Also, sweatpants. No. Oh, I could. This would be like 2 shows if I just started listing things that you shouldn't do on an airplane. Never mind.
I'm wearing sweatpants right now.
We're not on it. We're not in public.
I know, but we're in a small enclosed space.
That's fine.
We're sharing fart air.
Well, that's true.
Oh, yeah. And wasn't there somebody that was like, they diverted a plane because a guy wouldn't stop farting lately?
Yes.
Right?
I don't remember where it was.
My girlfriend was telling me about this.
Yeah, there was an emergency landing, and the guy like refused to stop farting.
Because the guy was just like lifting his cheek and letting it rip.
And apparently it was like really bad.
Yeah.
And they had to ground the plane.
Yeah.
Because people were like getting sick.
Yeah. So.
But at that point, at some point, if you're that guy, right?
Right.
And there's a moment between. There's a decision you have to make between like realizing that people are kind of irritated with you.
Sure.
And they may ground this plane.
Right.
At what point do you just like take the bullet? Do you think like it was
I'm going to call their bluff.
Well, no, like how awesome would it be
to be the guy that diverted a plane with gas?
Yeah.
Nature's most deadly weapon.
That's a bar story for the rest of that guy's life. He's set. He's done.
Right. Yeah. He's like, oh, yeah? You think you're hot shit?
Yeah.
Google my name, United Flight, blah, blah, blah.
Literally hot shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
Right.
Grounded in the airplane.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at some point he just like looks over and is just like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, but I have to keep going now. I'm so close.
I have chosen my destiny. I know I'm going to get cavity searched after this, which is going to be its whole other thing.
There's nothing any of us can do about this at this point. Literally nothing.
I've decided to go all in.
Yeah.
All in.
Yeah.
Right?
By letting it all out.
Do you know what?
Hey-o!
Do you know what is not getting diverted? My gas.
Yeah, exactly. So, FMK cars.
So, automotive podcast. Ian. So here's my reasoning behind this, okay? I can tolerate a Mitsubishi Mirage day in, day out.
Okay.
I could. But tolerating bad airplane flights every time, I cannot do that. I would not be able to exist as a human being.
Okay.
I couldn't. It's like if I spend that time in an airplane, I want it to be as good as it possibly can.
Okay.
Right? In a car, I feel differently. I feel like the things that I can tolerate has a wider breadth, right? But in an airplane, I think it's a much narrower set of variables.
Okay.
Right? Does this make sense at all?
It does. It does.
Okay.
I was thinking that maybe the promise of that feeling when you turn your key, and it starts up,
like
and your
Ferrari V12 roars into life.
That you could get that 1,000-yard stare,
right?
Looking at some asshole's toe jam,
asshole,
or potentially, and it would give you just a surge of hope.
Right.
And that feeling would carry you through.
I don't think I could. So,
okay.
Like, I think about like when I'm out on like a really punishing bike ride, I just think about all the pizza I'm gonna eat.
Right.
And like that'll carry me through. But but I don't think I could make it in those circumstances.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So what are you gonna do for a day then?
I am definitely going to deal with the worst of the worst and have the Ferrari.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think you would do?
I think I would marry that because honestly, I don't think it's far off of what my life is like right now.
Is? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I've had a lot of middle seats lately.
Have you?
Yeah. And like people who don't know about the unspoken rule that the middle person gets both armrests.
Yeah. I've even told people in the middle seat next to me, this belongs to you.
Yeah.
Like I have wide shoulders, but I stay off of it.
Yeah.
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 Well, and I always put my arm like on on my side of the armor.
Right,
like I just tuck it in there.
Right.
And then people's arm will be touching mine. And
Right.
I'm just like, well, that clearly means that I am in the right here. If I am fully on this side and you're touching me,
right.
Guess whose fault that is.
Right, right. Next time that happens, just go, Starlink.
And then hand him a fake Subaru business card.
Starlink. Yeah. Yeah, and just I don't know, make it wet somehow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Starlink.
Nice.
Yeah. Ian. I don't know. I don't know. I love that Ferrari. It is my absolute favorite in that color. I love that color.
Yeah.
So that champagne.
Yeah, it's really cool. And just the 456 GT, even without the shooting brake thing.
Yeah. I think it's one of the most beautiful Ferraris.
It's great, and it's it's really desirable now because it's the last, I think this is right, the last front engine V12 you could get with a manual.
Right.
Because I don't think you could get the 612.
I don't think you could
with a manual.
Yeah.
And that has aged really well.
It has.
Because I remember not thinking it was very pretty.
I've always liked it.
Yeah, I remember thinking that was not that pretty. Because again, the 355 was around at the same time.
Right,
which
that was
gorgeous.
Yeah, the sister car, yeah.
And then the 430 came out, I think, during that run as well. So, like, it wasn't the pretty Ferrari, but now it looks very elegant.
It looks really restrained.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot to be said for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I dig it, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Ian, what are we doing next?
Let me pull up my Microsoft OneNote document. Ian?
How far into this show that we had nothing to talk about in are we?
Half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Ian.
All
right. We need to talk about #Hashback Carstanza edition, right?
Okay.
Our buddy Nick, who is official.
He is on it.
TeamClearCoat street team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
TCCST.
Yeah.
Right? That's not a disease.
It's a team of one.
That's not a bad diagnosis. Yeah, it is a team of one. Yeah,
he's killing it, though.
Nick is doing the Lord's work. Pardon me.
Yeah.
And so he saw the BMW X6. Yeah, tell them about it. I'm going to pull up the Twitter account. And
so for anyone who doesn't remember, Carstanza is what we have started calling the phenomenon where you see a car that has been rebadged in a deceptive way. And we're not talking about debadging a car, because debadging a car is a form of humility and
right
and being being underwhelming.
Yeah,
restrained.
Yeah, subtle.
Yeah,
flying
subtlety.
under the radar.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
What this is either trying to change the make of your car for some unknown reason, or just generally fucking with the badging in perplexing and maddening ways.
Just basically throwing word salad at it, like you're taking a handful of Scrabble tiles and gluing it to the back of your car for funsies.
Yeah, so we call it Carstanza because that's what George Costanza would do if he was a car.
Right.
He would look like this.
Yeah.
And so this X6 was the latest one that Nick sent us, and it drove me crazy because, first of all, it's my least favorite car.
Right. Me too.
And then we noticed that it had a Maserati badge on it.
Yeah.
For whatever. And this giant wing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So Nick sees some great stuff. Yeah, you should definitely follow him at
Great/terrible.
Nick Lindy Gaming on Twitter.
Yes.
And so he saw this car again, and he apparently tried to get some information from this individual and said that the person was creeped out and did not want to talk about their car. Hello, who's the fucking person that should be creeped out? It should be all of us that are inflicted with this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should probably just say that we do not recommend before we get pulled into some sort of horrendous manslaughter lawsuit.
Right. The last thing we want to do is the Nick Lindy tribute show.
Some family members sue us for wrongful death.
Right.
You should not go up to strangers and ask people what you think their car is all about, or why they're doing certain things, unless you think it's going to go really, really well, and then by all means.
But you would think that somebody that makes as ostentatious modifications to their car as this individual
would be anxious
saying,
to talk about
Look at me, talk to me. This is the equivalent of the person in conversation that, like, you're sitting on the airplane next to somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they say, It's hot here, but not as hot as where I came from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like trying to lead you into baiting, like asking. Like,
you want to role play that for how I would do that?
I let me guess. You would go, and just headphones on.
Adjust the air vent. Oh yeah, you're right. Let's get some cool. And then headphones.
Right? But that is basically what that is. That idiot that you meet in passing, right? That just wants to talk to you, wants you to ask them questions. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They're hanging it out there, man.
I agree. You're right.
That does not say do not approach.
But we can't tell our listeners to do this.
I know.
I mean, like, we can want them to do
it.
But we can't tell them to do it, because what happens if when one of them gets punched in the face?
True. We'll pay your co-pays.
No, what?
I love how fast you walk that back.
And we will literally set up a GoFundMe page to bail you out of jail.
I still cannot stop thinking about how this person's first letters of their license plate are IBQ, and I keep thinking I be questioning all my life decisions. Yeah.
Anyway,
so Nick saw the car again. The person, go figure, did not want to talk to them about it. We appreciate your work, Nick. Please stay alive. Please do everything you can to stay alive.
Be very careful. This is, again, why we need badges.
Yeah,
we could deputize Nick.
Yeah, yes.
If we had badges, we could deputize Nick, and then he wouldn't have to worry about it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Ian? Yeah. So also, another wonderful example of Carstanza-ing is I was driving around and I saw a Toyota Prius. With a Cadillac, the V8 logo that's the really wide V and the 8 nestled inside of it. When you do that on a Prius, I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
right?
That's trolling.
Right. That is trolling.
That's trolling.
But it's still there's a segment of Carstanza and trolling that overlap. And that overlap is a V8 badge on a Prius.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that's funny. I think that works.
Right?
Because it's clearly like, and it was just like one badge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that they didn't like take the word Prius off of it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So that's hilarious.
Right?
That's trolling.
It is.
We will allow that.
Right.
And endorse.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
We endorse that behavior.
I think it's funny.
I think it's really funny.
Yeah. But I saw that, and then I think to bring it back into the Carstanza realm, our buddy Chris in Nags Head, North Carolina, saw a Chevy Spark, and I'm trying to get the image to pull up.
There it is.
Let me see if I can get this over to Firefox. There it is. Thank you. Yeah. Oh,
that's fantastic.
Right? Yeah. Thank you, Chris, for sending this.
Can you enhance?
Yeah. So this is a Chevy Spark.
Enhance. And it says Spark.
They kept the Spark and they put a V8 logo on it.
That's fantastic.
And also the rare SS. They took a Chevy SS logo, put it on there. Right?
See, and that's the thing with these the Camaro and this the Cobalt Camaro and then this one.
Yeah.
Like, they know enough about Chevy to know that SS means a thing. Right. But like, if they know that it means a thing, why do they think that anyone's going to be fooled by it? Because anyone who knows what an SS is would know enough to know.
Right. See, and that's is
so puzzling.
That's the numbing right there.
Yeah.
That's what a good Carstanza does. Is it like it just, you see it, and then there's just stunned silence while your CPU just goes to 100%.
Yeah.
And like you get the little Mac beach ball in your eyes.
That's exactly what happens.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you feel like you want to rationalize it for that person.
Right. That's
but it's just not possible.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
Right?
That's amazing.
Yeah. So thank you, Chris. We really appreciate you sending that in.
Yes.
Yeah. So listeners, have your intern while you're driving take a picture of any Carstanzas that you see.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because this is a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it absolutely, and there's more of them on the road than you would think.
Yeah, right?
It's craziness.
Yeah, once you start looking,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Some are easy to notice. X6 giant wing Maserati badge.
Yeah.
Some are quite a bit.
The most subtle one was the Mercedes.
Right, with the badges on the other side.
Yeah,
and
which was just
in the wrong place.
Yeah.
And also there was, and I don't think this one was quite Carstanza. Remember when I saw a Honda Fit with the Toyota Hybrid Synergy Drive sticker on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that was about. I'm thinking HOV lanes or something like that.
Yeah.
Or a unscrupulous car dealer.
That's what I think. That's
Right?
my working theory on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a hybrid.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. No, it gets great gas mileage
Uh-huh.
because it's a fucking Honda Fit. It does.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh, you know what? The battery pack's going to be good for a long time.
Yep.
Right.
Don't ask anyone about it. Don't ask your mechanic about it.
They just like duct tape like a little like
It's a 9-volt.
yeah, like a smoke detector.
Uh-huh.
I like that. Ian, did you finish your tea?
I did.
Yeah. Do you want a beer?
No.
I brought you a beer down.
You did?
If you want a beer,
Is it cold?
it is.
Oh, it is. I'm suspicious. What's happening?
It's unopened. I was wondering if you were going to finish your tea and wanted a beer for the show.
That was very nice and thoughtful of you.
Maybe that makes up for Wilford Brimley, Mr.
I'm
Rogers.
not sure how to react.
I like this.
Suspicious drink.
Kind gesture sent towards Ian,
Yeah.
met with suspicion.
Yeah.
Ian.
Well, thank you. That was lovely.
No problem. I figured you would finish your tea, and also you've been dealing with a lot of stuff lately, man.
It's been a few weeks.
Yeah, and you are the Queen song Under Pressure. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
ticking clocks, Ian.
Yeah.
Ticking clocks.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Speaking of ticking clocks, Ian, I want to do an FMK cars for you.
Please do.
Okay, this one is called Swag Wagon Plus One for the Weekend. Wagon and hot hatch combos.
Oh.
Because I think you're living your life right for the most part. All right?
Uh-huh. On paper.
Questionable haircuts aside.
Well, there's that.
But no.
Always that.
A wonderful combination in cars is a station wagon and a hot hatchback.
Yeah.
Right?
Everything you need.
Yep, the family car and one for the track.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so I'm going to give you European station wagon and hot hatch combos. They'll both be from the same brand.
Oh.
And then you get to FMK.
Okay.
Okay?
All
right. So let's see here. Oh, man, that Carstanza. Chevy Spark V8.
Amazing.
So great. Okay, so let's see here. So first up, Ian. The brand is going to be Opel, Ian.
Oh, okay. Gonna get some
Opel.
Buicks.
Opel. Insignia.
Mm-hmm.
Sports. Tour.
Yeah.
Which is the same as the new Buick wagon.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Look at that.
That's a handsome car.
Beautiful station wagon.
Yeah.
All right?
I really actually like the front of that too.
Me too.
Okay.
All right. Oh, yeah, there's the front.
Yep.
Party in the back and the front.
Yeah, it is a good looking car.
Okay.
I like it a lot.
All right. So let's see here. And the hot hatch that you get coupled with it, Ian.
Is that Astra?
You are correct. I'm going to give you the Astra VXR edition. VXR. R is how you type R, Dave. There is one.
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
That's like 300 horsepower or something? Right?
Yeah. It's got 2-liter turbo and a lot of boost.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. I think that's a good-looking wagon. They had the Astra over here for a while, I think, as the Saturn. It was that little Saturn hatchback, right?
Yeah, but they like really fucked up the look of it.
They did, right? Yeah. Anyway, okay, so that's option one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Up next, Peugeot. And the wagon you get is the 508 RX-H. It's a hybrid station wagon.
Oh.
Okay? Which would be fantastic for crushing highway miles.
Yeah.
Right? And I think it looks standard. I think it looks decent.
Yeah, it's okay looking.
Yeah. Right?
Okay.
It does the job.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
The hot hatch that you get, Ian, I'm going to give you a 208 GTI.
Oh, yeah.
A new one.
Yeah.
GT.
But still.
Yeah. Right?
I
Great.
mean, that's the stuff of 90s kids' dreams
Yeah.
right there.
Right? Fantastic.
Look how adorable that is.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Last brand, Ian.
Mm-hmm.
Citroen.
Oh.
Okay. The wagon you're going to get is the C5 X7. Don't let the X throw you off. It's not like a BMW, but it's a Citroen wagon.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Typical Citroen wacky styling, right? But I'm sure it's great. Also, those wheels are kind of cool.
Yeah, they are.
Right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Then the hatchback that you get is going to be the DS3.
Yes.
Okay. The funky.
Yeah.
Not the 7, Dave. 3. Okay. All right.
Very cool.
Let's see here.
The one with the orange is the fast one, right?
Yep. They had the DS3R, I think is what they called it. THP.
Racing, I think is what it was.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Racing.
Right? What do you think you do, buddy?
Man, I don't know
Peugeot,
anything
or
about
Citroen?
that C5 at all.
Yeah, I don't really either.
So I think what I'm going to do...
it is definitely a 4-cylinder turbo.
Okay.
They do have a diesel option.
Yeah,
but I mean, like, everything over there has a diesel option.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna keep it funky.
Okay.
So I'm gonna crush the Opals.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Crush the Opals.
Okay.
Because I've driven Buicks before.
Sure.
And I don't think I've driven an Astra variant. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have.
Okay.
But so I'm gonna choose between the Citroen and the Peugeot. Gonna keep it funky. I'm gonna marry the Citroens.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah.
And then I gotta for a day at least drive that 208 GTI.
Yeah. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'd marry the Citroens.
Okay, cool. And it's probably because the wagon beats out the Peugeot 508 wagon, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just so cool. It's so very Citroen-y looking.
Right?
Yes, that's why.
Nice.
Is that what you would do too?
I think I would probably marry the Opals and then F the Citroens.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the DS3 never quite vibed with me. It was kind of too much from the styling department.
Right.
But I know they're so good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
I have enough FMK cars for you.
Do you?
I do.
Okay. All right. I act surprised. As if we didn't talk about it before the show.
I need you to pick a car.
Oh, okay. Any car?
Any car.
Any car.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll pick Dusty Rusty.
Dusty Rusty. Good choice.
Thank you.
Excellent choice. You want to show the people a picture of Dusty Rusty?
I do.
Okay. And then there's going to be some work that you need to do.
Okay. Like emotionally or?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll probably come up.
Okay.
But I mean browser-wise.
Okay. All right.
There's going to be some work required.
Okay.
Man, how far back do we have to go?
Well, there was the first pick of the Infinity I put up, so probably not much longer. Yep. There's us with Ike's X6 that he gave us. Right. Here's Dusty Rusty passing emissions with flying colors.
There we go.
Okay,
that'll work. Okay, so now that you've picked the car, and it's too late to turn back, the title. It's not a lie if your badge believes it.
No, I have to Carstanza Dusty.
You will decorate your car like the Carstanzas that have haunted our dreams.
Oh no, Ian.
Okay, so the first one is YS3.
Oh,
the Passat.
Oh, the
Passat wagon had a W3 badge.
Yeah.
And an Oakley badge where the Volkswagen badge goes.
Yeah.
And
nope, that's the Mercedes.
And a whole thing about how allegedly it's about Bob Marley.
Yeah.
And yes.
Oh, that's right. I labeled it on the desktop WTF Passat.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And the temp tags.
Okay.
The temp tags.
And the Oakley badge.
The temp tags just fucking make it.
Right.
Right. My favorite part. Yeah.
Right. That is the cherry on top.
All right. The next one, German Vertigo. The Mercedes S600/600S.
Oh, God damn it. That it was probably a 300. Same fucking stoplight, man. It's like there's some kind of weird magnetic pole here.
It's where like the stuff from the Bermuda Triangle gets spit out.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's you know what? I would have stared at that for like 10 seconds. frozen by fear and
peed a little bit.
And I would not have thought to take a picture of it.
Well, you're intrepid person with an intern riding in the driver's seat.
And I just it's amazing that you have your intern riding in your lap at all times.
They reach over and place the phone right underneath my neck.
Oh, they're in the back seat.
Yeah. Yep.
Smart.
Thanks.
They're actually like riding on the roof. They stick their hand down through the sunroof to take it from your perspective.
Got it, Dave.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right. The last one.
Okay.
It stands for Bavarian Motor. What the fuck?
Oh, no.
The X6.
Oh, Ian.
So that's going to be Dusty Rusty, a Saab. With a Maserati badge. A giant wing, whatever those wheels are. And, yeah.
Do you know what?
What?
Dusty Rusty's kind of a Carstanza already.
Why?
You know what badge I have on the back?
Do you have a vegan badge on the back?
Nope.
No, I don't know.
Crazier. Think Swedish chest hair and gold medallions.
SPG?
No. Spiker.
Oh, that's right. You have that Spiker badge on the back.
Right?
I forgot about that.
Remember when Spiker owned them for a while?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Right.
Because it doesn't just say Spiker on it. It still has the Griffin.
The Griffin, yeah.
It still has the Griffin on it. And so that's more like, I think, like the guys who rebadge their GTOs as Holdens.
Yeah.
Which is just like a little Easter egg for the people who know what that car is.
Who are in the know. Right. Yeah.
That's different.
Right.
Than the Carstanza. Because the Carstanza is meant to fool someone.
Right.
No one is.
Right. Yeah, you're an imposter if you're Carstanzing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We assume.
Right. I'm never trying to pass my Dusty Rusty off as a Spiker.
Right. Is that a C8? Because
right.
I thought I remembered them having several shades of green.
Exactly. All in one car. And ripped bolsters.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
The shift linkage is exposed. But that's because he's changing the shift cable on the side of the road.
Or that part of the body is just rusted through.
Right. It's just falling away.
Yeah. Okay. Oh man. So if I do the Maserati, do I have to put a giant wing on it too?
Yeah, you got to do it. You're going to decorate it exactly like that. So for the Mercedes one, you're just going to take
the 900 badge.
Just everything's going to be not where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
But also up a trim level.
Right. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, I have to kill that one.
Yeah.
Because that is the closest thing to, like, overt dickish impostering.
Well, and I think it's also the most maddening because that was the one that drove me the most crazy. Because it's so easily explained away as, like, some body shop just fucked up.
Right. And when you saw it, the first thing you said was, were the badges on that side?
Because from generation, they swap them.
Right.
From generation to generation.
No.
We're just relitigating the same thing over and over again.
But the fact that you first said, were the badges on that side?
Yeah.
Right? Just starting that whole flow chart.
Yeah.
Right? The fact that you started that flow chart is the issue here.
Well, because the first step is it looks wrong.
Right.
Because it does look wrong.
Right.
Immediately, just looking at it, it looks off.
Right.
But then you doubt it. You second guess yourself.
Right. Yeah.
We're at the risk of just going down this whole road.
I know.
So let's just do this quickly.
I have to kill that one. I have to kill that one.
Because you don't want to be responsible for like road deaths as
other
car enthusiasts. Like
people having aneurysms when I drive by.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, that's not the Vigan bumper. Why does he have a Vigan badge on it?
Yeah.
Right?
And why is it on the wrong side?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Vigan logo's upside down.
We're just like on the wrong pillar or something.
Right, yeah, because it's the little yellow triangle.
Yeah. That's right, yeah.
Just turn it upside down.
Oh, my God.
And instead of on the front quarter panel, I just put it on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just off enough.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
To make people second guess themselves.
I think my buddy Chris that we've been karting with, Saab and Volvo enthusiast, would just, if he saw that, the next time I saw him, he would just slap me dead across the face. He's the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah.
I think he would just straight up slap me.
He probably would.
Like, you know what you did. So I'm killing doing that to Dusty Rusty.
Okay.
All right? For a day, I will W3 the Dusty Rusty.
Okay.
Okay? Temp tags, Oakley badge, right? Then I will marry putting a Maserati badge and a giant-ass wing.
And those huge-ass wheels.
And those huge-ass wheels on my Saab. Yeah.
Okay. That's solid trolling, I would say.
Yeah. So, what would you do?
Well done. Oh, with the Volkswagen?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I would have to kill the Passat.
Right.
I have to.
Yeah, you have to.
Because apparently that's a thing with Volkswagen. I can't.
Right.
I can't be mistaken for a reggae enthusiast. That's terrible.
Mistaken for a reggae enthusiast sounds like the title of your one-man show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I will for a day do this nonsense with the wing and the Maserati badge and the big wheels.
Okay. All right.
And then I'm gonna marry German Vertigo.
Okay.
And put my R32 badge on the wrong side of the car.
Side.
And just like it's just off enough, because already yesterday I was sitting at the kitchen table working away at something.
Yeah.
And on occasion, and I can see my car out on the street.
Yeah.
And on occasion, I
just leaking oil right there.
Yeah. Yeah, you need a good vantage point to see what fluids you're losing at any one moment.
Yeah.
But you see people ride past on bicycles. There's a lot of bicycle traffic on my street or pedestrians, and every once in a while you see someone who catches that car in their eye and like takes a second look at it. And already like the amount of like what? And disappointment that washes over people's faces as they look at the state of my car
right
is already pretty good. So yeah, making people think that it's just a rebadged GTI might be pretty funny, actually.
Right.
So yeah, I think I might do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that, Ian. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk to you.
Oh no. It's finally happening. Did you give me a beer and then you're not going to have an intervention with me immediately right after? Because that's kind of fucked up.
Have some heroin. Yeah. We need to talk.
Your choices are hurting us.
No, Ian. So it's been about a year and 4 or 5 months since I've had the Old Man Infinity sedan.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Dusty Rusty has sat.
Yes.
And not turned a wheel.
Correct.
And I have not done anything with it.
Correct.
I have decided to part out and get rid of Dusty Rusty and my parts car.
It's a big decision.
It is.
I think it's probably the right one.
I think you are correct. I have been doing a lot of work around my house, as you know.
Yes.
I've been getting rid of tons of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just in preparation of selling my house. It's partially just kind of getting ready should I choose to move somewhere else, something like that. Part of that, and just getting rid of everything, and it's just sat for over a year.
Right.
I haven't done anything.
Right.
I haven't been compelled to work on it. I just, so it's been really hard for me to think about.
Yeah. Well, would it be easier if we thought of something fun to do with the proceeds?
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was talking to my buddy Chris because he needed wheels for his Volvo, and I'm going to give him the 17-inch wheels off of Dusty Rusty, and the Vigan wheels, the paper mache wheels.
Yeah,
and it was in that moment that I decided, I was like, I could offer Chris these wheels, but then like that started the whole thing.
Right.
Right. And I was like, well, I just think it's time.
Oh. Well, that's a bummer.
It is a bummer, but I think I don't know. I just feel like I need to save money for a little while. Things are okay, but I just kind of want to build up my coffers a little bit. And I want to travel more. My girlfriend and I have been traveling, and I'm really embracing that.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't traveled enough in my life. And so I don't see myself ever like sinking thousands of dollars into it.
Right.
You know? Right?
Yeah.
Because I think that's the reality of it, you know?
Yeah.
And I think I'll get rid of that, get rid of the parts car, and then I'll do the occasional track day with the old man sedan, which is fun on the track.
Yeah.
We'll have cars through the automotive press.
Hopefully.
You know?
Yeah.
And you know, I think that's going to tide me over for a while, you know? And if I choose to get something that I'd like to take to the track or race, you know, I would like to get something that's more suited for that, you know,
right.
something that would be easier to work on, easier to find parts, you know. Right. Yeah.
And that's like maybe trackable out already.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why not get a used Honda Civic Si, you know, with the Spaceball shifter, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, or with that great, you know, dash shifter. You know, those are pretty cheap, you know, stuff like that. Honda engines are a dime a dozen.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? Yeah. So, I don't know. I think I just finally got to the point where I'm just trying to reduce my footprint in my life, like with everything that I have.
With
you
the
know? Stuffs, yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I get it. I get it.
Cleaning my office was a big one, man.
Yeah.
You know? I had so much shit.
Yeah.
I had an old Mac G3 PowerBook just sitting there. What am I going to do with that? Why do I have that?
Right.
You know, a Pismo, for anybody who knows. A Pismo PowerBook. Right? Like, why, Dave?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah.
No, I found a cable the other day.
That
was for a TI-85 graphic calculator.
Yeah. The link cable.
The link cable.
Yeah.
And like, I don't have that calculator anymore.
Right.
I'm never going to have that calculator anymore.
But you needed it to load Z Shell when you were in college.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Or to, you know, transfer games.
Yeah.
Between graphic calculators.
Yeah. Right.
But why do I still own
right,
it?
Right.
Did I throw it out? Nope.
Yeah. No, it's tough. So, you know, I primarily I want my garage back. I want to park the Infinity inside. You know. Yeah.
No, I don't blame you. I think that's the right decision. Probably.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'd like to look at getting something fun down the road.
Let's both get go-karts.
I will forever miss the boost in that car. I know that anything else I drive is going to be compared to Dusty Rusty.
Yeah.
Because there's so much stuff that happens in a car nowadays that just neuters like what you feel. When you and I were driving the Lexus GSF. Yeah. Right? That thing accelerates like a goddamn beast. But it firms up the rear suspension. You don't feel it like sway back. You don't like it handles all that stuff, and it doesn't feel the same, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yes, it's faster. It's faster, it's better on a track. But it's not as fun.
Yeah.
You know?
You need to talk Chris into taking that engine and putting it in the middle of his Volvo.
Yeah. I don't know. He has an Instagram friend that has that I think lives in Alaska, and I sent the guy a private message earlier, who has an old OG 900 and is doing a Trionic T5 conversion on it, and so I sent the guy a PM to see if he wanted anything. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, he's got this crazy Saab that has a hood exit for the exhaust that fucking spits flames.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's Boost Patrol. Maybe I'll have to look it up. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So I think it might be in the end of an era for for Dusty Rusty.
Well, if anyone wants to buy a car, what's wrong with it?
So
needs a fuel pump.
Yeah, it needs a fuel pump. When it was rear-ended, the impact broke the plastic fuel filler neck. Right. That's the only thing that like really broke on the car that kept it from being driven. So that fuel filler neck broke. You can replace that. I could take the one off the parts car and put it on there, you know, right? But yeah, so yeah, that's really it. Besides the rear end damage, so the rear
ran when parked.
Yeah, ran when parked. I know what I have. There's a picture of it on my Instagram. That shows the rear end damage. Yeah, my girlfriend and I were popped at like 35 miles an hour by a Toyota Highlander.
Right.
And that thing held up like a fucking champ, man.
Hmm.
You know? Yeah, like the sunroof cover slid all the way open. That's how hard we were hit. And I was on my summer tires. I was on the grippy summer tires, so the impact was worse because the car slid less.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, but Dusty Rusty served me well over the years, you know? It was the first truly fun car that I had and like went all in like I'm going to be about this car.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So
end of an era.
End of an era for Dusty, man. Yeah. I don't know. But I'd be curious to hear people's thoughts. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Send an email, teamclearcoat@gmail.com.
Yeah. Subject line.
Yeah.
Pouring one out.
Yeah, right? Yeah. You know?
Pouring out some oil.
Yeah. Yeah, pouring out additional fluids.
Yeah.
Pouring out what's the stuff called? Like the sawdust stuff that scoops up. Yeah. I can't remember.
Cat litter is what you're talking about.
Cat litter. Yeah. It's late. I went mountain biking today.
Oh.
Little Dave's tired.
Mm-hmm.
Ian.
What time is it? Oh.
Yeah. Ian, should we wrap it here? I have one more FMK cars for you.
Sure.
Okay. Ian.
Yeah, let's do that, and then we're done.
Okay. Here we go. This one's called first, second, third shift.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
In this one, you're a Lyft driver, Ian. You get a car, and you work 8 hours a day.
Okay.
These are your shifts and your cars.
Ooh.
So with certain shifts, obviously brings a certain type of person taking a lift.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. First Oh, and also, so I know that like military and police and like different jurisdictions kind of do stuff different ways. What do you call first shift?
That's showing up in the morning.
Okay. 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Right, yeah.
Okay. That's what we always called it too. Some people called it midnight to 8 a.m. because it's like starting at 0 on the clock, whatever. Yeah. So my terminology, first shift, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay. Fiat 500 a Barth with a Lavazza espresso maker.
That would be a terrible. You can't even use that as a lift car.
It doesn't matter, Ian. You are lifting with this car.
Okay.
One passenger at a time.
So okay.
Okay.
So 8 to 4, it's airport rides. It's
business commuters waking up.
Business commuters.
Yeah.
And also a walk of shame.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Walk of shame, but they're probably not going to honk in your car. Also, Ian, you lose a star.
Oh no!
In Lyft, every time someone spills a coffee or drops a pastry in your vehicle.
Due to my driving, is that what that's inferring?
Yes, due to your driving.
Okay, so
lose
a star. Is this for all of them?
Yep. What the fuck? Well, I mean, you will lose a star for different kinds of scenarios.
Oh, okay. So lose. Okay, so. Rough driving.
Right. Okay.
Lame.
Okay. All right. Second shift, Ian. 4 p.m. to midnight. All right. You get a Chrysler Pacifica. All right. I'm not even giving you the hybrid.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Ian. You lose a star for every lost item. Toy, phone charger, something like that at the end of your shift.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Lastly, Ian, third shift. All right?
Midnight to 8.
Midnight to 8. Guess what you get?
I don't know.
Dusty Rusty.
Ah!
Okay?
Okay.
You lose a star every time a passenger throws up in your car. I was like, I need something with a lot of body roll that has really weird handling and is very unpredictable with the throttle. I have the perfect car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You literally have the perfect car.
I have the perfect car.
Wow, that's tough. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think you'd do, buddy? Remember when Dusty Rusty survived a road trip with our buddy Steve?
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
That was fun. I'm going to crush the Abarth.
Okay.
Because I feel like there would be so much coffee and pastry carnage in that. It's a fun car. I love that car.
Right.
I really, really love that car, but I don't think I could do that as a lift car. I think that'd be terrible. So I'm going to marry the Chrysler Pacifica, and I will for a day I'm just going to cover that shit in plastic and just go for it. Ratings be damned. Let's do this.
I was trying to find a modern car that had an all vinyl interior, like my old Nissan pickup truck.
Yeah.
Right? I was hoping I could find something that had all vinyl.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
It doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
I think the closest you could come was the Honda
Element.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
you could hose that out.
Yeah, or like a Jeep. Yeah, you could. Yeah, right. Yeah.
But no, I let's just do it. Viking funeral that interior.
We're killing it anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I like that. Ian.
Is that what you would do? What would you do?
Yeah, I would definitely Viking funeral Dusty Rusty one last time.
Yeah.
It lives to boost on in the sky. Yeah. God, all the fucking knuckles I broke on that car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would actually marry the Fiat 500.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I think it would turn me into a better person because I would have a constant so I have Nespressos, right?
Mm-hmm.
And every morning it is a complete and utter test of the complete capacity of my self-control because it's so easy to make a really good espresso.
Yeah.
I just want to push button, get candy, push button, get candy. I have to stop at 2 or 3 every morning.
Yeah.
Right?
Otherwise you end up like that picture.
Yeah.
That I sent you.
On
the Twitters.
Yes. Yeah, right? Cats?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I would I'd be like a little Gandhi in the Fiat 500 Abarth every day. You know, just okay. All right.
Yeah.
You know, delayed gratification. Yeah. Right?
In between rides, you just boom, just there.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Anywho,
that's a good answer.
Thanks, man.
We done did car show, Dave.
We did car show, Ian, and we didn't have anything to talk about.
Let's maybe not press that point too much because somebody might get to this point and just be like, "No, you really didn't. You shouldn't have done any of that."
We actually didn't even hit our main talk about.
Oh,
yeah.
What was our main talk about?
It was about the auto manufacturers get rid of booth babes at shows.
We'll talk about that next time because we will also talk about Geneva.
Yes.
All the shit at Geneva.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, TeamClearCoat.com.
Yep. Rate and review on iTunes.
Do all the things.
Send us an email. Send us Carstanza pictures. Blow our goddamn minds. Yeah. Right? Yeah. April 1st is coming up. Just stick shit onto your friend's car. Take a picture and send it to us.
There we go. Please don't do that.
All right.
But don't. But do it. But don't.
All right.
Goodbye, everybody. We love you.
We love you guys.